I appreciate working with really simplistic and older camera equipment. I was always invested in traditional processes in photography, old school techniques. I have a pretty big imagination, and there are images that I conjure. It's not just the image as it existed on film. I really like being able to manipulate the negative and tell a more interesting, deeper story. When you use these alternative processes and mix your own chemistry and create your own photosensitive paper, there's a huge element of surprise. I appreciate that the film takes it to another level and changes the image in its own way. I'm not necessarily looking for something specific on the image, I'm looking to feel something specific. It's out of the artist's hands and left up to the universe a little bit. I like that magic. My work is rooted in ideas that relate to childhood, memory, women, the land, and the connection of storytelling between all of those things. Black Quiet was a series that came out of the Jerome Emerging Artist Fellowship. The ideas that I wanted to explore, but I wanted other people to explore also, was Black people as people and as individuals with internal lives and imaginations and aspirations. I wanted to specifically highlight that part of humanity within Black people. So I've always been known more as a curator, and it began at the Studio Museum in Harlem. I always wanted to collaborate. Like, I don't presume to be the smartest one in this conversation. Talk to me about what kind of work you're producing and why, and then maybe I can help connect the dots so that the audience can understand that. I think I've been a really good conduit between the artist, the institution, and the audience, making really complex ideas more accessible. Emotion within my mom's singing voice.
The MN Artist Presents series is really a platform for local artists to serve as guest curators for one evening event. We ask them to propose a central question and then pose that question to artists in their network.
I was really interested in immigration, land, privilege. And so I was trying to figure out a way to bring all of these kind of questions that I had together.
I was aware of Jovan as both an artist and a curator, which was really compelling. The concept that she proposed lends itself to artworks and exploration of space, but also some really timely political questions.
You by yourself? I was by myself for a year.
That's how choosing home, a right, a privilege, or an act of trespass came to be. It'll be 3 performances and 1 short film. I reached out to Deani Whitehawk to see if we could both explore whether or not there are any bridges between African American culture and Native American culture, considering all of the overlap in treatment that the country has bestowed upon both of our people.
These are the braiders.
We are going to be filming braids, 2 sets of nieces and aunties, and trying to find commonality and overlap in their process. Where do these rituals take place and what are the conversations that happen within them? So really, we're just staging events to explore that. I've got 2 images in my head that I need to kind of get out. At some point, I want their hair to connect and be tied together. So we'll see if that image actually plays out. We're really excited about the possibilities. We're really excited about the conversation that it will start. There are gaps that we can bridge with sharing story and art and ritual and opening our communities up to each other, especially when we have such a similar history within this country, when the stories over land in particular are so similar.
I'm interested and I'm looking forward to really thinking about what are your conceptions of home.
You're trying to get something back that you feel like either was yours to begin with or that you're owed. I feel like our capacity for that reconciliation might be expanded if we can share our stories with each other. So I would really like to ask people to be more interested in both Native culture and African American Black culture. Tonight was amazing. Tonight was more than I expected. It was really difficult subject matter. It was also very personal.
Home felt firm but a little distant.
To share it so authentically and have such an excited audience and get feedback that was really thoughtful. I'm on a high from tonight, for sure. It is a privilege to present my work at the Walker Art Center. It's a space that I personally have never been invited into. So I was able to be the curator that I am, but in a really public, popular, mainstream space. So that felt like we, for one night, kind of shook things up a little bit at the Walker, and I just hope it's not the last time. I have just started to advocate for myself as an artist and stepping away from being a curator. So we'll see if that holds. That's the dream. Yeah, the dream is to be an artist for sure.